Everyone wants to look younger. But what if the very exercises you're doing to stay fit are actually making you look older? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the shocking truth. Some of the most common fitness routines may be silently speeding up the aging process. Science is now revealing that certain workouts, especially the ones people over 40 cling to, can increase oxidative stress, spike cortisol, and even damage the skin's elasticity. You think you're helping your body, but you might be breaking it down from the inside out. This isn't just about wrinkles or sagging skin. This is about how your body heals, regenerates, and preserves youth at the cellular level. And no, it's not about how intense your workout is. It's about the kind of movement you choose. New studies from leading anti-aging labs show that some forms of training actually accelerate telomere shortening, reduce growth hormone levels, and contribute to mitochondrial fatigue. Translation: your skin looks tired, your posture changes, and that youthful energy fades, no matter how healthy you eat. But here's the kicker. The solution isn't to stop exercising. It's to start doing the right exercises, the ones that signal your body to rebuild, repair, and rejuvenate. And in this video, I'll show you the 7 science-backed moves that don't just stop aging. They might just reverse it. When we talk about anti-aging, people immediately think of serums, diets, and maybe the occasional collagen smoothie. But if you ask any leading expert on longevity, from Harvard geneticists to movement scientists, they'll all point to one thing that has the most direct, scientifically proven impact on your biological age. How you move, not how often, not how hard, but how intelligently. Your body is a system of signals. Every time you exercise, you're not just burning calories, you're sending a message to your cells. That message can either say regenerate or break down. This is where most people over 40 go wrong. They mimic high-intensity routines designed for 20-year-olds, thinking they're pushing their limits. But here's the truth. Intense, repetitive strain without recovery floods your body with cortisol, the stress hormone responsible for muscle breakdown, skin thinning, and yes, wrinkles. And this isn't fear-mongering. In one study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, participants who engaged in high-impact anaerobic workouts for more than 5 sessions a week showed accelerated telomere shortening, essentially making their cells age faster than their sedentary counterparts. Shocking, right? But it doesn't stop there. Another groundbreaking study from UCLA found that people who did joint compressive movements like jumping, heavy squats, and hard pavement running showed increased signs of connective tissue degradation, leading to joint pain and spinal curvature associated with aging posture. Think about that. You could be unintentionally teaching your body to break down, not build up. Meanwhile, those who incorporated controlled, breath-synced movements, think dynamic yoga, functional strength patterns, mobility drills, not only retained lean muscle mass but also showed enhanced mitochondrial efficiency, lower resting heart rates, and more youthful skin elasticity under thermal imaging. That means these people weren't just fit. They looked younger, felt stronger, and moved like they were decades younger. And perhaps the most compelling finding of all? These benefits weren't tied to age, gender, or body type. They were tied to movement quality. The question isn't how hard you work out. It's whether your workout is aging you or reversing time. And now that we know what not to do, it's time to look at the 7 exercises that do the opposite. They literally signal your body to repair, rebuild collagen, improve posture, and bring back that youthful glow from the inside out. Most people over 40 fall into the same trap. Doing the wrong workouts for the right reasons. They want energy. They want strength. They want to feel young again. But instead of listening to their bodies, they follow trends. Height classes, endless cardio, or lifting weights with poor form. And here's what no one tells them. That burn you're chasing? It's not always a good sign. In fact, it can mean your joints are inflamed, your muscles are overloaded, and your recovery systems are overwhelmed. Over time, these misguided workouts actually speed up aging. They compress your spine, stiffen your hips, and increase cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks down collagen and leads to saggy skin and belly fat. You may think you're getting stronger, but your body is quietly falling apart. Meanwhile, those who slow things down, focus on control, and train for mobility, not just muscle, are seeing the opposite effect. They're walking taller, sleeping deeper, and looking visibly younger. Not because they work out harder, but because they move smarter. If you've been feeling stiff, bloated, or just off lately, this is your wake-up call. It's not about how much you sweat. It's about whether your movement is restoring your youth or silently stealing it. Ready to change that? There's one muscle that holds the secret to how young or old you look when you move. And no, it's not your abs or glutes. It's your psoas, a deep core muscle that connects your spine to your legs. When it's weak or tight, which it is in most people over 40, your posture collapses, your lower back hurts, and you start walking like someone much older. But when it's strong and mobile, your body moves with ease, your stride is longer, your balance improves, and your entire frame lifts. The kicker: most workout routines completely ignore this muscle. Sitting all day, then doing crunches or heavy squats only makes it worse, and the result is a body that looks tense, compressed, and drained, no matter how fit you are. In fact, studies show that a tight psoas can restrict blood flow, increase cortisol levels, and even impact digestion, all of which age you from the inside out. But a few targeted stretches and strength moves can completely reverse that. Think of it like opening a valve that's been stuck for years. Once it's flowing, everything starts to feel and look better. Your torso elongates, your movements look younger, and your face relaxes because you're not bracing against hidden pain anymore. It's not magic, it's science. And this one forgotten muscle might be the single most powerful anti-aging lever you haven't pulled yet. You hit the gym. You stay active. Maybe you even watch what you eat. But you look in the mirror and still see a face that looks tired, drawn, and older than you feel. The truth? The problem isn't your skincare. It's your muscle tone, especially in your upper back, chest, and neck. These are the areas most responsible for pulling your posture forward, collapsing your chest, and tilting your head downward. And when your body collapses inward, it literally drags your face down with it. Your jawline disappears, your cheeks hollow, and your eyes seem heavier. Not because of aging skin alone, but because your musculoskeletal frame is sagging underneath it all. This is called postural aging, and it's been backed by numerous studies showing that forward head posture and rounded shoulders can accelerate visible aging by up to a decade. Most people try to fix it with anti-aging creams, facials, even cosmetic procedures. But if your posture is collapsing beneath the surface, none of those things can hold. The craziest part: you can reverse years of visible aging in just a few weeks by activating key muscle groups that support your natural structure. These aren't just standard shoulder presses or neck rolls. They're precision movements that realign your scapula, strengthen your deep cervical flexors, and open your chest to create the upright, confident posture associated with youth. When your body holds itself up correctly, your face automatically lifts, your breathing improves, and your energy levels shoot up because your lungs aren't being compressed anymore. Even your voice changes, becoming more full, grounded, and vibrant. It's like watching your body remember how it was designed to move before gravity, time, and bad habits got in the way. You start walking differently, standing differently, and yes, looking dramatically younger without ever touching your face. And all of this, just from waking up the right muscles that have been asleep for years. There's a reason why some people look 10 years younger the moment they walk into a room, before they even speak. It's not about their skin. It's not about their hair. It's about how they hold themselves. And behind that confidence, that effortless upright posture, is a muscle almost no one is training. It's called the serratus anterior, and it's been hiding in plain sight, just beneath your shoulder blades, wrapping around your rib cage like a set of armor. This muscle doesn't just help you push and reach, it anchors your entire upper body and supports the natural lift of your chest and neck. When it weakens, you start to collapse inward. Your shoulders round, your spine curves, your breathing gets shallow, and suddenly you look tired, drained, older than you feel. But when you activate this one muscle consistently, everything changes. Your back straightens, your shoulders glide down and back, your chest opens, your neck elongates, and your jawline sharpens. You go from slouched and stressed to tall, alert, and grounded in a matter of weeks. And it's not just aesthetic. Studies show that poor posture contributes to reduced lung capacity, increased cortisol, and even impaired memory. Strengthening the serratus anterior doesn't just fix posture. It resets your entire physiological state. With simple moves like scapular wall slides, floor reaches, and elevated push-up plus reps, you can light up this forgotten muscle with zero equipment right in your living room. The result? People can't quite tell what changed about you. They just know you look better, stronger, more present, like someone who takes care of themselves in a way that shows, without ever needing to say it. And that's not just physical transformation. That's identity-level change. Forget high-tech creams and expensive facials. If you want to tighten your skin and lift your silhouette, you need to look below the surface, deep below. Because the sagging we associate with aging isn't just skin deep, it's structural. It comes from the slow collapse of your posterior chain, a group of muscles running down your backside, glutes, hamstrings, lower back, even your calves. And here's the brutal truth. Most people spend so much time sitting that this entire system goes dormant. The result? Your butt flattens, your hamstrings tighten, your spine compresses, and your entire frame starts to tilt forward, pulling your face, jaw, and chest down with it. It's not just posture, it's gravity, winning. But there's a simple fix that science supports. Pairing two movements, hip thrusts and Romanian deadlifts. Done correctly, this combo wakes up the entire posterior chain, forcing your body to restack itself from the ground up. Blood flow increases, hormones balance, and most importantly, your frame lifts. With consistent training, your spine realigns, your shoulders pull back, and your jawline becomes visible again. Not because you lost fat, but because you built support underneath it. In a recent study, participants who added glute-dominant compound lifts to their routine showed improved gait, posture, and even facial symmetry within 6 weeks. Think about that. Your face changes when your glutes fire correctly. And that's not vanity. That's biomechanics. The beauty industry will never tell you this because there's nothing to sell. But the mirror will. Every time you stand taller, walk stronger, and feel more grounded in your own body. If you're doing every exercise right, eating clean, and still seeing dull skin, stiff joints, and low energy, you might be missing the one thing that every cell in your body is literally gasping for. Oxygen. Not just any oxygen, but deep, controlled, diaphragmatic breathing. Sounds too simple, right? That's the problem. Most people have forgotten how to breathe properly. Modern stress has rewired us to take short, shallow breaths, mostly from the chest. This triggers the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response, flooding your bloodstream with cortisol, tightening blood vessels, increasing inflammation, and accelerating cellular aging. What starts in the lungs ends up everywhere. Your skin looks tighter, not in a good way, but in a dry, brittle way. Your digestion slows. Your sleep becomes light and restless. Your brain fogs. But when you shift to deep nasal breathing, especially during exercise or first thing in the morning, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, The rest, digest and repair mode. This slows your heart rate, improves blood flow to your skin and organs, balances your hormones, and quite literally signals your cells to repair instead of defend. It's free. It takes 2 to 3 minutes a day. And it works. Studies show that daily deep breathing practices increase skin hydration, reduce oxidative stress markers, and improve collagen density in just 4 weeks. Athletes use it for performance. Monks use it for clarity. Biohackers call it the aging antidote. But you don't need to label it. Just lie down, place a hand on your belly, and breathe like your life depends on it. Because it does. What if I told you there's one thing you could do before every workout that amplifies your fat burn, tightens your skin, enhances your muscle tone, and boosts your mood, all in under 120 seconds? Sounds like clickbait, but it's backed by science. It's cold exposure, and not just some cryo chamber luxury. We're talking about a simple splash of cold water, a brisk shower, or stepping outside into the morning chill before you move. Here's why it matters. When your skin is exposed to cold, it triggers vasoconstriction, tightening your blood vessels, and then a powerful rebound vasodilation, which floods your skin with fresh, oxygenated blood as you warm up again. That blood is rich in nutrients, collagen precursors, and anti-inflammatory agents. It's like a reset button for your skin. At the same time, cold exposure stimulates brown fat activation, the metabolically active fat that burns calories to keep you warm. People with more active brown fat tend to have leaner bodies, better insulin sensitivity, and slower aging markers. Even better? That cold shock releases norepinephrine, a hormone that boosts focus, mood, and fat oxidation. Combine that with movement right after, and you get a workout that's smarter, not just harder. Think of it like priming your body, prepping every system to respond better. Your muscles warm faster, your skin glows sooner, your brain clears up, and you start your day with resilience, which shows up not just in your face, but in how you carry yourself. Aging is more than wrinkles. It's energy, presence, and tone. And 2 minutes of cold might be the most overlooked accelerator of all. Forget the creams. Forget the filters. Forget chasing the next miracle serum with a name you can't pronounce and a price tag that insults your intelligence. Because what you've seen in this video, these movements, these rituals, this mindset, it's not about vanity. It's about sovereignty. Every time you move your body with intention, every time you stretch into the discomfort, every time you say, "Not today," to the creeping weight of stress, inflammation, and sedentary decay, you are reclaiming something bigger than beauty. You are reclaiming your timeline. Science now tells us aging isn't just linear, it's negotiable. And the negotiation happens in your choices, not just what you eat, not just what you eat, not just what you avoid, but how you breathe, how you rise, how you move through your day. This routine isn't a trend, it's a blueprint. 7 movements that, when practiced with consistency, don't just sculpt the surface, they reshape the way your body expresses age. They improve blood flow to your skin, oxygenate your brain, balance your hormones, and reduce the silent inflammation that makes people look and feel decades older than they are. And no, it's not about chasing some fantasy version of your 20s. It's about embodying the strongest, sharpest, most radiant version of you right now. The version that doesn't just wake up, but shows up. For yourself, for your people, for this one life. So maybe next time someone says, "You look incredible," you'll smile. Not because of a compliment, but because you earned it. You built it. One breath, one stretch, one defiant rep at a time. Like this video if you're ready to take control of your aging. Subscribe, because next week we go even deeper, with habits your doctor probably never told you.